Hello everyone, my name is Mehul Kumar Bhatt and I'm here to give a presentation on Lab 3 working with pandas. So first of all, in the working with pandas, I try to bring a data set with the help of data or report created by Brands Global in the year 2020. With the help of this, I have created a data frame in Jupyter Notebook called Top 10 Most Valuable Brands of 2020. After that, I have also created some functions like display the data frame, created index in the data frame, used lock and ilock commands, as well as rearranged columns in data frame that we'll see in the HTML sheet. So now you can see that I have entered the data into the data frame, and then I come up with a data frame called Top 10 Most Valuable Brands of 2020. And there are 10 rows and 10 columns are there. Columns like rank change, brands, category, brand value in $1 million, brand contribution, brand value change in percentage, country of this brands, the foundation of this companies, as well as their specialties. Then I try to use the lock and ilock command, which brings data type objects. Then I try to rearrange column in data frame, and that bring column rank and brand value in $1 million together. Then I try to bring the number of values in each column, that is 10. Then max and minimum values in the columns, and then the median value, that is 16967.0 in the brand value $1 million. And then finally I try to bring the summary of the statistics from the entire data sets. In the part 2, working with pandas, I try to bring some do some visualization with the help of data in my system called Netflix series data between 1997 and 2017 in Jupyter Notebook. That first visualization, you can see that below graph shows the detailed description on ratings received by Netflix series, and the graph clearly defined that out of all different ratings, NR and UR ratings has been received majorly by different Netflix series. So here I use this link to bring the data into the Jupyter Notebook, and then I try to bring the info of entire database. Then I'll call the newly created data frame list in front of the screen in the Jupyter Notebook. Then I try to bring the top 5 rows and then the last 5 rows, and ultimately the summary statistics of database. Then I again used matplotlib function in the database, which with the help of that I bring this graph which describes different ratings on Netflix series between 1997 and 2017. Then I again bring the database, and that database describes that we have some NaN values as well. So with the help of Jupyter Notebook, we try to fill the NaN values with 0.00. So with the help of that filling function, we entered the blank rows with 0.0 value. And there are so many different NaN values, so we drop the entire column with the NaN values, which brings only 5 columns. Then within the next stage of visualization, I try to use different types of graphs to explain details further. So here I try to use hex bin visualization, and I try to use two different columns, that is user rating size and releasing year of Netflix releases. So it describes that between 2012 and 2017, Netflix has the highest user ratings. Then I try to use another visualization method, histogram graph, and I used release year column of different Netflix releases. Again, that graph describes that between 2012 and 17, Netflix user rating spiked. Then we try to use a Pearson correlation method, which is not entirely required, but I want to try that function and I used in my analysis. And again, for the final visualization, I used the matplotlib function and created this bar chart, which describes user rating score between all releasing year of 1997 and 2017. So it describes that Netflix has achieved consistent user rating while in the previous decade, that is 2007 and 2017, the performance is not consistent at all. But the later decade of 2007 to 2017, Netflix has achieved consistent user ratings. It also concludes that growing popularity and consistent viewer base of Netflix as an online content platform, and it becomes almost a #1 viewership and content platform in the entire world. So here I conclude my presentation. Thank you so much.